What is going on? What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to Omar Talks Football. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another episode of the Blaugrana Buzz, guys. Let me know, guys, if the mic is good, guys. If the mic is okay, because sometimes the mic be bugging. But yeah, man, if the mic is good, guys, pick up to every single one of you guys. As always, make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and big up to every single one of you guys every single time, man. We are here, obviously, guys, for the latest Barcelona news, guys. It is Blaugrana Buzz. And look, guys, the World Cup starts tomorrow, guys. Is anybody excited for the World Cup? Let me know, guys, in the comment section below. In my opinion, guys, I always enjoy the World Cup. I really do. I always enjoy, watching the spectacles of the World Cup. And there's always drama, man. There's always drama in this beautiful competition. But yeah, leave it to America, man. Leave it to my country to ruin the vibe of the World Cup, man. Because the preparations and build up to this World Cup has been absolutely embarrassing and disgusting. But hey, listen, hopefully the football will be great, guys. And make sure you guys are here tomorrow, guys. Because tomorrow, the opening game between Mexico and South Africa, guys, I will be doing a watch along for that. So make sure you guys are here. But listen, let's put all of that expletives out of the way, guys. Let's talk about why we're really here. We're here, guys, for yet another episode of the Blaugrana Buzz, guys. The latest Barcelona news. And listen, there's some news, guys, coming out of Barcelona today, guys. There's been some news. Once again, guys, there's always news every single day. We're going to give you guys the updates of the Julian Alvarez, guys, transfer, guys. Obviously, we saw yesterday what happened with Real Madrid making a late bid for him in the end. We're going to talk about Barcelona's, links to him, right, where we currently stand on the Julian Alvarez deal. And also we're going to talk about Marcus Rashford, guys. We're going to talk about him today in this video, and we're going to give the latest on Bernardo Silva, guys. So listen, you guys already know what to do, guys. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications as always, man. But yeah, man, big up to every single one of you guys who are already in here, man. Big up to that Rebel Pilot, man. Big up to you, bro. He says only that. Yeah, man, listen, it's been dark, man. It's really been dark. But yeah, man, we'll see, man. We will see. But big up to every single one of you. But listen, let's get straight into the headlines, guys. Where else obviously do we start with this man right here, guys? He is on the headlines every single day now, guys. Every single day there's always something new coming out with Julian Alvarez. And basically, guys, we're going to talk about this video, guys. Before we talk about Barcelona stats, let's talk about obviously what happened yesterday. We know that, Real Madrid, they did submit a bid for Julian Alvarez for around 150 million, right? We're going to talk about all of that. But basically, this is Barca Universal basically breaking down the entire transfer. And this is how basically they're saying it when they said this is how Real Madrid sent the offer to Julian Alvarez at exactly 6 o'clock. This is Spanish time. Yesterday evening, Florentino Perez contacted Atlético Madrid president Gil Marin, right? What I can confirm to you 100% is that the relationship between Gil Marin and Florentino Perez is completely non-existent. They will never reach an agreement where they will never reach any agreement. The relationship is damaged. Atlético Madrid cannot stand Real Madrid, and Gil Marin cannot stand Florentino Perez. As soon as the call ended, in which Florentino Perez asked for Julian Alvarez, Atletico Madrid told him there's nothing there to be done. Then Real Madrid issued an official statement clarifying that they had made an offer for Julian Alvarez. Thus, Florentino Perez was relieved of his promise to make a 150 million Galactico player as he promised during the election. So, basically, guys, what this all entails and the talk now is apparently Atletico Madrid never actually got an official offer. So, from what we're hearing from this article, from obviously Barca Universal, but this is coming from a journalist named Ruben Nuria, right? Basically, what they're saying is apparently there was never really an official bid that was made. What Florentino Perez did was to inquire. He spoke to the Atletico Madrid president Gil Marin, right? Basically inquired about Julian Alvarez, and basically the guy basically shut it down from the top. He said, absolutely not. We are not selling him under any circumstances. And then that was it. That is where it ended. There was never really any negotiations of, oh, would you guys take this or would you take that? Would you take this? Would you take that? They basically didn't negotiate anything. It seems what happened in the end was that Florentino Perez, right, in a vain effort to kind of look good in the eyes of Madrid fans, basically put it out there and said, boom, go sign. We're gonna sign 150. We're gonna spend 150 million on a Galactico play. So he goes to Atletico Madrid, inquires about Julian Alvarez, because trying to test the waters. Because I think when it comes down to it, Florentino Perez is not stupid. He's not stupid. He knew that the deal for Alvarez was nigh on impossible. That there was no way Atletico Madrid were gonna sell their best player to them, right? So basically, what he did was, in long story short, was that he basically went there expecting to be rejected, but at least given this false narrative of, well, I tried. We went there, we offered them the money, and basically they said no. But now we're hearing that apparently Real Madrid didn't even offer the money, right? This whole shenanigans and all this media talk, right, came from the fact that Florentino Perez wanted to look good, and this is what, I mean, to be fair, this is what politics really is in today's in modern day. This is modern day politicking, right? There is no morality or any of this, guys. It doesn't exist in the game anymore, right? Just forget about it. But when it comes down to it, right, this is quite unsurprising when you really think about it, because Florentino Perez, he basically made this guarantee of a Galactico player, which, let's be honest, we were looking at them, we were thinking 150 million. Who could they buy? They couldn't go to PSG because let's be honest, PSG are notoriously difficult to buy from. So they couldn't go down there and basically ask for João Neves or Vitinha, which was the one that many people thought it was. Julian Alvarez was completely almost, unthinkable, right? So when it came down to it, you were thinking, okay, well, which one is it? Are they actually trying to spend the money, or are they trying to just, create a false narrative? And that's what it is. In the end, that's what it was. When it comes down to it, Florentino Perez knew that Atletico Madrid were not going to sell him. But the fact that Florentino Perez spoke to Atletico Madrid's president to basically inquire about Alvarez is just how far it went. And this is what it is. And that is why a lot of Real Madrid fans are not even angry. Because let's be clear here, right? He now can save face. He can say, yo, I promised you guys I was going to get a Galactico for 150 million. I offered the 150 million to Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid said no. What can I do? I tried. And that's what this is about. This is about him basically saving face by saying that he tried. And it's just ridiculous. I mean, look, that's what it is. Honestly, this doesn't shock me at all. And it shouldn't really shock people. When I remember yesterday when I heard they asked for 150, I said, guys, Atletico Madrid would have to be the most least ambitious football club in the whole of world football for them to accept an offer from Real Madrid. I don't care how much they offer. Dude, let them offer you 250 million, bro. Half a billion. I'm sorry, selling your best player to your direct city rivals in the same city as you, man. Nah, man. That is the biggest little boy in that Real Madrid could ever do to Atletico. Because Atletico are already, they're already the little brothers to Real Madrid. But this would just cement it. This would have just cemented it. So, when it comes down to it, I feel like it now makes a lot more sense now why Atletico Madrid basically created this, this Twitter page, basically them talking about, all of these false statements and all this stuff. I guess, that's where it comes from. But when it comes down to it, this deal was nigh on impossible. And to be honest with you, looking at this whole situation, it was a great business strategy from Florentino Perez. It was an amazing strategy. Basically promise a Galactico after the election. So now it's kind of like this deal right here, guys. It's not really any different from the Luis Figo deal. Let me tell you guys why, right? Because Florentino Perez already had that reputation of basically making a promise that he kept. He told Real Madrid fans, if you guys make me president, I will sign Luis Figo to Barcelona. That was basically the basis of how he became president in the first place in his first reign, right? the signing of Luis Figo. And many people thought it was impossible. Many people laughed at it. Many people scoffed at it. But many people were like, you know what? Entertain me. Entertain me. Let me see how you're going to actually get this thing done. And he got it done. And he put it in a way where basically, if the deal didn't happen, he would still be able to live up to his promise. Because if you remember, guys, the Luis Figo deal for Barcelona to Real Madrid, what happened was, in Barcelona, we had a buyout clause of 60 million in Luis Figo's contract at the time before while he was still in negotiation for a new contract. Around the time, what Florentino Perez did was he went to Luis Figo's agent, which is funny and ironic when this absolute fraud during his presidential election was calling out Enrique Riquelme for talking to Haaland's agent when he did the same thing with Figo. But there you go, hypocrisy. But just to stay in point, right, staying on track. He went to the agent. He basically told him, if I become president, I want your client to sign for us. And if I don't become president, then the 4 million I'm giving you, you can have it for free. Take it. Right? In a way, he basically bribed. I mean, I wouldn't say bribe him because at the end it was not against his will. Right? He basically went to him and said, listen, you sign this contract. There's a 4 million buyout in it. Right? Where if I don't become president, you take the 4 million just like that. Boom. Take it. Right? Free charge. But if I do become president, then you have to sign. Contractually, you have to sign. And guess what? Luis Figo signed on the contract. Because he thought there was absolutely no way Florentino Perez would become president. Because at the time, guys, I want you guys to understand. I really want you guys to really grasp how tough it was, how hard it was for Florentino Perez to win around that time. Lorenzo Sanz, the president, the guy who was in there, I know at the time, right, Real Madrid were in financial dire straits in the 2000s, right? The stadium wasn't really filling up. There was a lot of issues behind the scenes, right? But at the time, it's like right now, Enrique Riquelme and Florentino Perez. That's basically it. Florentino Perez was where Enrique Riquelme was this season during the election. That's where he was. Because Lorenzo Sanz had the resume. He'd won 2 Champions Leagues in 3 years. He'd won the league. He'd done it all. So he had a lot of confidence going into that election. It's like the whole situation with Enrique Riquelme and Haaland. It's like him basically saying, guys, if I become president, I assure you that I will sign Erling Haaland. And if I don't sign Haaland, then I'll pay for every season ticket for every Real Madrid fan. That's basically basically the level of promise that Florentino Perez made in 2000. He basically went to the socials and said, if you guys make me president, Figo will sign for Barcelona the next day. And if he doesn't sign, I promise you all, for a full season, I will pay your season tickets VIP, free of charge. And that just made the socials say, what? So basically, you're telling us if you win, we get the best player in the world. And if we lose, and if you don't sign him, then we get to watch Real Madrid for free. Boom. Boom. And then just like that, he won the election. And guess what, guys? The next day, Luis Figo was a Real Madrid player. Why? Because the contract stated that if he became president, Luis Figo had to sign. He'd already signed the pre-contract. He signed the pre-contract. It was going to happen. And that is why a lot of people, when he talked about this 150 million for Julian Alvarez, everyone was looking at it and saying, well, he did. The last time he made a promise like this, he delivered. He delivered. Let's see. And he put it in a way where he really had not much to lose, because he could have said, well, I promised you guys I would sign a Galactico. I told you guys I would spend 150 million, right? But guess what? It's Tuesday night. I went to Atlético Madrid. I offered them 150 million and they rejected it. What can I do? I tried. And at this point, guess what? Even if Real Madrid fans are angry, who's going to stop him? He just won the presidency again. He's staying until 2030. It doesn't matter. He wins. He is won. That's what it is. He won in the end. Because he made a promise, the Madrid fans bought into it, they made a president, and then he fell off on the promise. And at the end of the day, one thing about Florentino Perez is this guy's a businessman. He's going to try and save face. He's going to say, bro, we offered the money. It's not like I told you guys I wasn't going to. I tried. You guys can't even say I didn't try. I tried to sign a Galactico. I offered the money. They said no. That's what it is. There's nothing I can do. That's what it is, and it's a great business strategy from Florentino Perez, but it's disgusting. But that's what football is today. That's what football is today, and that is what Florentino Perez is like, man. And yeah, that's how I kind of look at it. But let's talk about obviously our opportunity when it comes to Barcelona, right? When it comes to Julian Alvarez, right? This is basically another article they basically mentioned. They said Barcelona, as far as we are concerned, as far as Barca is concerned about this whole situation, the debacle with Julian Alvarez, with Real Madrid getting involved. As far as Barca's camp is concerned, basically they're saying that Barcelona is still calm regarding Julian Alvarez. The club believes that Real Madrid's offer is only a media stunt from Florentino Perez. And it will not affect the negotiations. Barca are calm because the player wants to join Barca, and the negotiations will be long. Now, this is something I was just talking about this. I think it was all a media stunt. Like, you guys have to understand, Florentino Perez, this is not surprising. And I'm glad that Barcelona didn't buckle into it. Like, let's be honest, right? Barcelona, after the news came out that Florentino Perez has offered 150 million. Like, Barcelona could have panicked and said, "Woo, what? No. Let's offer 150." Because I think that's what this is. This was what another thing that Florentino Perez was trying to do. He was trying to basically force Barcelona to overspend. Because here's the thing: Barcelona's financial transfer revenue is really tight-lipped, right? It's very, very small, right? It's not that big, right? And splashing 150 plus the 80 million we've already spent, that's 210 million right there. That means that we basically barely have any more money left to go and buy other positions. We're trying to sign Fernando Silva, right, on a free, right? We're trying to sign defenders. Basically, spending 150 would have basically crippled us in future transfers. That's what it is. That's what it is. And basically, when it comes to this whole situation, I think Florentino Perez, in a way, he tried to get the signing, but also, in a way, he was trying to cripple us as well. He was trying to make us panic. And I'm glad that Barcelona didn't fall for it, because ever since the news came out that, Atletico Madrid, that Real Madrid had made an offer for Atletico Madrid's for Julian Alvarez, right? Barcelona said nothing. We said absolutely nothing. We were calm, we were cool, we were collected. We didn't fall for the genjutsu. We didn't fall for it. We controlled our composure. We were calm, we were cool, we were collected, and we made sure to just do what we had to do. We just did what we had to do. We just had to focus on ourselves and just make sure that we get the deal done, because it was very unlikely. I think I think Barcelona were wise enough to understand Atletico Madrid are not stupid enough to sell their best player for 150 million to their biggest rivals. I'm not saying they wouldn't sell him, but Real Madrid would have to break the bank to go to their direct rivals and buy from. It's like them trying to come to us to buy Pedri or Yamal. Like, no. The only way Lamine Yamal is signing for Real Madrid is if you guys trigger the 1 billion buyout clause. That's the only way. That is the only way. That is the only way it's going to happen. 1 billion. Trigger the 1 billion. No problem. If you trigger it, then we will not be able to stop you. But that's what it all comes down to. Rivals always make things hard for their rivals to buy players. Right? That's the way things have to work. And when it comes down to it, Barcelona were completely 100% correct to not fall for the trap. Because it was easily a trap. It was a trap. That's what it was. And Barcelona were very smart. Laporta and Deco were very, very smart. And now, here we are, right? One day they made an offer, right? It wasn't accepted. And then boom. Just like that, we move on. But, yeah. Let's talk about some more talks here. Basically, this is the same journalist, I think, who talked about the Florentino Perez, basically the Florentino Perez and Real Madrid bid. Basically, he said Atletico Madrid will not sell Julian Alvarez to Barcelona for 100 million, nor Real Madrid for 150 million. This is not just about Julian. It's about Atletico Madrid imposing respect. Julian Alvarez has a contract with a 500 million release clause. That's it. So basically, they're saying respect. Okay, cool. Here's the thing, right? This basically what this journalist is saying is the 100 million, they found it insulting. All right, fine. Okay, cool. No problem, right? This is the jewel in the crown. This is the superstar. This is the guy. This is the guy that you guys are trying to build your squad around, right? Your golden boy. And yeah, the golden boy said he wants to leave. Okay, cool. Right? That hurts, but it's fine. We offer 100 million. Okay. You think that we're lowballing you. All right. Our bad. Sorry. Right? But you talking about respect is crazy to me because, okay, you could reject the offer, but then say, okay, listen, we will not accept anything beyond 120 million. So you can try to come in with your 100 millions, 105s, 110s, 115s, but until you actually put the 120, and let me be clear, the 120 is just to negotiate. I'm not even accepting the deal. I'm saying at 120 million and we can talk. We can talk. 150, then he's yours. If they had just come out and said that, it would be different. But right now, these guys, you would think that Barcelona offered 50 million the way Atletico Madrid are reacting to this. You would think that we only offered offered them 50 million the way they are reacting to it. It's 100 million. Okay, cool. You think the deal is insulting. The fact that you find it insulting is funny to me. You could have just rejected it and said, listen, don't waste our time. Don't waste our time. 120 million we talk. If you offer us anything less, you are not getting anything. You're not even getting a peep out of us. All you're going to get is a rebuff. That's it. You get an offer, we rebuff you. Simple and straightforward. There's nothing to talk about. So you can try, you can negotiate. We ain't negotiating for anything below 120 million. Simple. Simple and straightforward. That's all they needed to do. But you can just see, man, like, they are such an emotional club. They just went to a point where they were like, you guys are always, what is this? Oh, this is disgusting. Oh, how dare you guys just offer us 100 million like that? Oh, we are not even going to talk to you. Yeah, and then you have an unsettled player at your club. You have an unsettled player at your club. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And that's the problem when you look at this current Atletico Madrid right now. Atletico Madrid's reaction, it doesn't help them a lot at all. It just makes you guys look like a bunch of crybabies. That's it. That is it. But yeah. But I feel like when it comes down to it, Atletico Madrid just need to just like, I feel like if you're going to talk about respect, right, you need to have some self-respect as well. Why keep a player that doesn't want to be at your club? I understand you want to get the best price deal for him. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you wanting a big offer. There's nothing wrong with you wanting a good offer. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it, right? Go get your bag. Go get your money. But when you sit there and you act all crybaby-ish, it's just like, dude, all you're just doing is just exposing yourself. You're just exposing, like you're just making yourself a laughing stock. That's really it. That's all you're doing. You're not making any points. You're not sitting there acting, you're not saving face. You're just acting emotional. Just go down, let us know what you want, and say 120 million or nothing. Don't come to me with another bid below 120. You're getting rejected. I'm just telling you right now. And then Barcelona will understand, okay, cool. You say 120 for negotiations? Cool, no problem, right? If Barcelona are really interested in trying to sign Julian Alvarez, we would put the 120 million. We will say, okay, 120 million, let's talk. Let's talk. What do you guys want? What do you guys want? What else do you want out of the deal? And then they talk about it. Then they sit there and say, okay, well, we don't actually want to sell him for 120 million. They could even say, okay, 120 million, how about this? Give us 130 and then we'll agree on a deal. Something like that. Or they could say, okay, well, 120 million and add Ferran Torres in that list. Add Ferran Torres, because we know that Atletico Madrid want Ferran Torres, and right now they need a striker, right? They need a striker. That's the thing about Atletico Madrid, guys. Atletico Madrid actually need to sign a striker if they lose Alvarez, because Alexander Sørloth looks like he's going to go to Juventus, right? Muriqi is going to be signing for Fenerbahce. So basically, if Julian Alvarez leaves, who's going to be their striker? They literally have no one. Absolutely no one. So they could sit there and say, okay, well, we know Alvarez doesn't want to stay. We know Alvarez wants to leave, right? He wants to go to your club, right? We hate it, but we are not going to stand in this way. Cool. Guess what? How about this? How about you give us 120 million and look, add Ferran Torres in the list. Add Ferran Torres. If you have Ferran Torres, 120 million plus Ferran Torres, I'm sorry, Ferran Torres was worth, remember guys, we bought Ferran Torres for 50 million. 50 million. That's like signing Julian Alvarez for 170 million, chat. That is like us. That's literally Barcelona spending 170 million on Julian Alvarez. 170 million. Because if you add Ferran Torres in this, that's 50 million. Plus the 120 that we put in there, that's 170 right there. We're actually overpaying for him. So yeah, that's how I look at this whole situation. When it comes down to it, Atletico Madrid need to just they need to like, if you want respect, if you want to carry this with some kind of dignity, I'm not saying just accept whatever we give you, but make a statement. Instead of crying, say, well, we don't want to sell him. We don't wish to sell him, but the player wants to leave. So give us what we want, or move aside. Because there's PSG, there's Arsenal. We will sell him to those guys, no problem. Absolutely no problem. We would rather sell him to those guys than to you. So you guys are gonna have to really put it out there. You guys are really gonna have to spend. That's what this is about. So Atletico Madrid need to just stop being arrogant. And the funny thing is, right? This is the funniest thing of all, right? Let's actually talk about this, right? This is Mateo Moreno who came out and said this. This is another thing he said. Look at this chat, right? He said this. Mateo Moreno said, I stand by this information. This is his quote, right? And I'm quoting this. He said, I stand by my information. The relationship between Diego Simeone and Julian Alvarez is not good, but rather very ordinary, right? I know that many journalists say the opposite, but I still repeat this because I have good sources and I can confirm that the relationship is not ideal as rumored. I believe Julian should come out and speak frankly, basically, right? He said, I believe Julian should come out and speak frankly about what he wants to do. The player has already spoken to Atletico and privately clarified his intentions that he wants to go to Barcelona. Now, this is incredible. Because this, from what Mateo Moreno is saying here is, he's not saying that their relationship is broken beyond fixing. He's saying that right now, the relationship right now, it's a little bit, I wouldn't say it's nasty. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's terrible. Basically, what he's saying is right now, it's not good. Yeah, let's just put it that way. The relationship right now is not in a good place, right? Because right now, when it comes to Cholo Simeone, the guy wants players that are fully committed. Julian Alvarez is obviously not fully committed, right? He's made it clear that he wants to join Barcelona. He wants to leave the club, right? And when it comes down to Cholo Simeone doesn't really keep players against their will. That's one thing I will say about Diego Simeone. Simeone is, as a coach, he doesn't really keep players against their will. Every player, like we've seen Diego Costa, we've seen Griezmann, we've seen Falcao, we've seen I've already mentioned Diego Costa, right? But most of the strikers that have broken through at Atletico Madrid, anytime a big club comes in for him, they always leave. He never keeps players against their will. And he's always, and one thing I will give Simeone is, he's very good at replacing strikers. He doesn't usually, it's very rare for him to even replace strikers with world-class players, but he just replaces strikers with strikers that will do a job for his team. And I feel like this is another example of Simeone just saying, listen, if you don't want to be here, then you can leave. You can go. It's fine, right? Listen, I want players that are fully committed to my project. And you clearly are not fully committed to this project, right? You clearly want that move to Barcelona. Okay, cool. We will sign another striker and we will continue and move on. That's it. And as far as Mateo Moreno's point here about Julian Alvarez, look, guys, I've seen a lot of people saying this. They've been saying the same thing that Mateo Moreno is saying. They're saying, yo, this man needs to stop being silent. Julian Alvarez needs to grow a pair and actually come out and actually say something. That's all the people have been saying. Let him come out and actually speak. Talk to the media. Talk to the people. Tell people tell the world that you want to leave. Make it adamantly clear, because we know you want to leave. You've told the club you want to leave, but you have not really spoken about your future yet. You've chosen to be tight-lipped. And right now, this has created this whole saga where Atletico Madrid don't want to talk to Barcelona. Barcelona want to sign you. We're trying our best, but right now, Atletico Madrid are blocking everything, and you're just sitting there being silent. When you've already made your intention clear that you want to leave, and you made your intention clear that you want to join Barcelona. And if you want to join Barcelona, if you're really interested in joining Barcelona, then bro, speak up. I'm not saying throw your toys out of the pram, right? Sometimes, listen, I don't respect players that usually throw the toys out of the pram, even if they're twerking for my club, right? But at least do it in a respectful manner, right? If they ask you, just talk about it. Say, listen, it's not a shock. Everybody knows. I've already spoken to Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid know my intention. The club know my intention. Everyone knows my intention. I've already made it very clear. My time at Atletico Madrid is up, right? I do want to make the next step of my career, right? And the move that I want is the move to Barcelona. I know Barcelona right now are negotiating with Atletico Madrid, and I'm hoping that they can reach into something, right? Because I don't want this to get any, I don't want it to go any further. Obviously, this whole saga has been very irritating, annoying, right? But I would just like the clubs to basically just have a conversation and reach into something, right? I still have a lot of respect for Atletico Madrid. I respect them. I appreciate for what they've given me. But I want the move. Right? I've told the club, I've been very respectful, but I don't want this saga to continue being crazy. I feel like that's where he needs to go. And it's gonna be interesting. Now, I'll say this now, right? I'll just put this out there. When it comes to Julian Alvarez, he is in the World Cup. I don't expect him to come out and say something right now. I don't expect him to say anything right now. I feel like people expecting him to say something right now is, I'm not gonna lie, man. I feel like it's harsh because, guys, he's in the World Cup. I'm sorry. He's focused on Argentina, which he should be. He should be focused with Argentina. I don't know why people are sitting there surprised and, upset that he's putting all this attention on this deal. Not putting any attention on this deal. Like, guys, the World Cup will end around the beginning of July-ish. Right? Middle of July. Like, there will still be time. He'll be back. And I feel like where I will, be interested to see Alvarez's reaction is what he does after the World Cup. Right now, I'm not surprised by the way he's doing things, right? He's focused 100% with Argentina, which he should be. So let him focus on the World Cup. After the World Cup is where I am looking forward to seeing what he does do. What does he do after Argentina win the World Cup again or they get knocked out? When he returns back to Atletico Madrid, that's what I want to see. Is he going to come out and say, listen, this whole saga has been annoying. It ran throughout the World Cup. And honestly, I just want to end it here. I want to make it very clear, I want to leave. It's not personal. I just want the next step of my career. And I feel like, it's time for me to make that big move. To make that, not even just say the big move, that might sound insulting, but make a move. Make another move. Try new possibilities. I told the club that I want to leave. The club, I don't understand why the club are doing this, but I hope that they'll be willing to negotiate with Barcelona. Just do that. I hope that's what he does after the World Cup. Right now, I'm not really surprised that he's been very quiet. And, I feel like people, are being really harsh to expect him to speak while he is in the World Cup. That's really what I think. But, guys, let me know what you guys are saying about what I said here. Big up to every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel, guys. We're not done, guys. We're going to talk more about this. Yeah, it's going to end in July 19th. I mean, listen. I hope that by then we would have already agreed with something with Atletico Madrid. I hope, right? That's the plan. I hope we do. But yeah, I'll keep it 100. I hope that we do, but it's very unlikely. And if it doesn't happen, it's going to be interesting to see how he reacts to this. The question remains. is that if he wants to leave, who will pay the 500 million to get him out of there? Let's be clear, no one is paying the 500 million. Okay? Let's just nick that in the bud right now, chat. No one is paying 500 million for Julian Alvarez. Let me tell you something, bro. Any club that is so ambitionless, and listen, man, who knows? Maybe people have money to burn, right? But I can tell you this right now. Nobody in their right mind should spend that money. And no one will. No one will, bro. Respectfully, Julian Alvarez is a good player, but he's not a 150 million player, man. Like, he is not, Jack. Come on, Atletico Madrid. It's like Yamal being a billion. I rate Yamal, right? I love Yamal. I think Yamal is the best player in the world and the most valuable player in the world. But is he 1 billion worthy? No one is worth a billion, man. Like, the game is gone, bro, if that happens. They paid 90 million for him. Exactly. And I feel like this is why I kind of get why they feel insulted about the 100 million. Because that's like a 10 million profit for a player that is one of the most valuable players in world football. So I get why they are where they are, but then just sit there and say what you want. That's really how I look at it. Say what you want. I got to announce this. Kunde is one of the guys that must leave this summer. Yeah, it is what it is. It says, this has nothing to do with Julian Alvarez coming. This has nothing to do with Julian coming up with the money. Hold on, chat. Let me actually see a lot of your chats. You guys are absolutely killing it, man. Big up to you guys. It says, imagine we get Alvarez for 120, 130. LOL. It could backfire on Real Madrid. Bro, let's be honest. I don't think Real Madrid were ever interested in signing Julian Alvarez. I don't think they were ever interested. I think really this was just a marketing stunt, like the journalists there said. I think that's what it was. It was just a marketing stunt by Florentino Perez and Real Madrid. Basically, just when it comes to the election, really, that's it. That is it. Right. So, yeah, pathetic club, man. Pathetic club. Yeah, listen, man. It's just about the buzz. It says the Atletico Madrid page admin. He says the Atletico Madrid Twitter page admin has to be a kid. He is acting like one. I'll say that right now. I'll move on from Alvarez and get Mamouche. Big up to Josh Smith. Big up to you, man. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, big up to every single one of you. Big up to my guy here. Big up to Anime Legendino. Big up to you, man. He says, Perez rage bait in Barcelona. Barcelona living rent-free in Perez's head. Also, Alvarez and a Galactico easy. Dude, that's what I'm saying, man. Listen, when he said Galactico level player, man, and ruled out Premier League, I said, okay, cool, man. I'm interested, man, to see. Alvarez is not a striker. He's more of a number 10, and I don't want him to get into Firmino's way. He's not a number 10. I know, I understand what you mean, but he's an old-fashioned striker. He's like a Firmino's levels of striker. That's what the kind of striker he is. And here's another thing when it comes to Florentino Perez. This is why, guys, I believe that Florentino Perez, the whole situation was a marketing stunt. Let me tell you guys why. Because, think about this for 1 second, chat. Just grasp this, right? Barcelona were interested in trying to sign Julian Alvarez. That is not a doubt, right? He came out during the election and basically ruled out Premier League players, ruled out Haaland, ruled out Olise, ruled out all of the big names. Guys, when you look at it now, after Wednesday, today, right, you start to see why he ruled those guys out. Because here's the thing. If he said we're going to make a Galactico signing on Tuesday and never actually ruled out the Premier League and all that, guess what? If he then put down the Julian Alvarez bid, everyone would be like, Julian Alvarez? You could have gone in for Enzo. You could have gone in for Haaland. You could have gone in for Olise. You could have gone in for this guy and that guy and that guy. And that is the thing. He knew. Right? He knew. That is why he ruled out the players. That's why he ruled out the Premier League. That's why he ruled out a lot of these leagues. Because he was trying to narrow it down so that when he went for a player like Alvarez, everyone would be like, well, he did say he wasn't a Premier League player. He did say he wasn't Haaland. He did say this. He did say that. Florentino Perez, man, this guy, he's a diabolical genius, man. This fraud. But yeah, guys, listen, make sure you guys smash the likes, man. Make sure you guys smash the likes. How many likes? We're on 30. We're on 38 likes, man. That is not enough, guys. We should be on 50 likes by now, guys. We should be on 50 likes, guys. Like check 1 2 1 2, guys. Smash the likes. Smash the likes, guys. Come on. Let's get the likes up here, guys. Get the likes up, guys. Come on. We're on 38 likes, guys. Not enough likes, man. He says Bernardo Silva ain't coming. Atletico Madrid are gonna snatch him. We're gonna talk about him. Don't worry about it. And us losing to Atletico Madrid, that's gonna come down to Bernardo Silva's choice. I mean, Bernardo Silva wants to go from a team like Manchester City that was winning everything to going to compete for top 4 with Atletico Madrid. By all means. Would you offer 100 million for Harry Kane? I would personally. I spoke to other Barcelona fans. They said he's 32 and they don't want him. First of all, I would love Harry Kane, but the Harry Kane deal is almost impossible. Atletico, these guys are not gonna sell him. Let's just keep it 100, man. Let's just keep it 100. It says Barca just activated the buy option for Hamza Abdel Karim. Good. And now I'm looking forward. I'm excited to see him in the World Cup now. Dude, I hope he has a good World Cup, man. I think if he has a good World Cup, I think Barcelona will be more open to selling Ferran Torres, Chad. Because right now Barca are trying to sign Alvarez as the main number 9, right? But he needs a backup. I think if Hamza Karim turns up in this World Cup as one of the best young players and actually cooks in that group that they're in, if he plays well and Egypt, let's say, make it to the round of 16, round 32, wherever if they make the knockouts and he is a big part of it, I think Barcelona will be more open to selling Ferran Torres. Because they will look at this gem in Hamza Karim and say, yeah, he's getting promoted. He is going to be the backup to Julian Alvarez. Says, Gordon is nowhere near Rashford. And how they chose Bro over Rashford, I don't know how that's possible. Guys, come on. We haven't seen Gordon play in this system yet. Come on. Like, first of all, unknown. Let's be honest here. Were you saying this 12 months ago when we signed Marcus Rashford? I can tell you right now, bro. Every Barca fan that was in my chat when we signed Rashford on loan was pissed that we signed Rashford. Come on. Okay, it's 12 months later. He cooked. He didn't necessarily cook. He had a good loan deal. Good. Not great. Good loan deal, right? In which he did get a few goals. But I said this before. Under this system, Ferran Torres was putting 20 goals. Do you think Ferran Torres is a good striker? Thank you. I'm sorry. We don't know how good Gordon is going to be in this style. We don't know how good Gordon is going to be in this system. Let's wait. Let's be patient. Let's be patient, guys. Like, he could cook in this system. He could become one of the best players in the world in this system. We don't know, guys. We don't know. We have no idea. Let's just wait. Omar, I'm sorry, bro. But if we don't get a left-footed centre-back in Laporta and Deco have to catch massive strays. Hey, listen, if we don't sign a defender, so you have to catch massive strays as well. Look up to Luis Gomez, man. Oh no, because Barcelona didn't want Rashi on 300k sitting on the bench. Use your head seriously. That's a good point. I don't think we would. I think he would have taken a wage cut, but I think Barcelona is different. I think Barcelona. I mean, that's actually the next story I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about Rashford next, by the way. Just give me a moment. It says Rashford literally said he would take a pay cut. There you go. It says Atletico Madrid are a-holes if it was PSG. Dude, let's be clear. Of course they are, bro. Listen. I know Barcelona. We are not like their rivals, like Real Madrid are, but we are title rivals. We are league rivals, right? Atletico Madrid. So obviously, you would rather sell him outside the league than inside the league. Let's just keep it 100, man. Like, that is not something I hold against Atletico Madrid, to be honest. Because you want to sell outside your league over inside your league. That's what it is. I'm sure Julian didn't appreciate the way the club has been behaving. I'm sure he doesn't. I think right now he's just trying to just block it and focus on the World Cup. That's what it is. Atletico Madrid think they can get Osimhen. That's another player they could go and get. Imagine if they actually go get Osimhen. That would be insane. Like Osimhen, Lookman, that front line is going to be crazy. Hell no, I'm not giving them Ferran Torres after this. Hey, listen, man. Ferran Torres can go, man. He can be added into the deal. It says, and then Atletico Madrid is saying 500k. 500 million, not 500k, right? release clause or nothing. That's for Real Madrid. They didn't say about us. I don't think they mentioned that about us. Their post about Rashford saying he'd rather take a pay cut, than to return to Manchester Union. You're not sure if you find the post unless no, he did say that they did say he would take a wage cut 100%. Atletico Madrid would sign Bernardo Silva and Dusan Vlahovic is free right now. That's another one that that's what I'm saying. There's definitely options that Diego Simeone could sign if they sell him to us. Atletico Madrid is not a real club. Julian Alvarez will probably not go to prison with Atletico Madrid. We will see. The way we want Julian Alvarez is like he is the key for us breaking the UCL curse. Well, clearly that's how the club see him. I mean, that's a no-brainer. That's definitely how the club see him. Julian Alvarez is fed up with playing haram football. Would you want to play in this haram football, being a baller like he is? Laporta and Deco, the money. Laporta and Deco, the money they want to spend on Alvarez. How about using that to sort out the defense? Well, we just sound like at this point I don't even want to keep saying it. I'm gonna just sound like a broken record. Reality, 100 million is not a serious bid. I mean, in this modern market, I guess it's not. The Atletico Madrid journalist said, if Real Madrid or Barcelona don't want to sell Mbappe or Lamine, why would Atletico Madrid want to sell Julian? Dumbass forgot to mention that Julian Alvarez requested to leave while... Yeah, that's the thing. Guys, club journalists are always going to be biased. Like, I don't know why you're surprised. Like, surprise. The Atletico Madrid journalist wanted to be... was being biased. Of course he was going to be biased. But it doesn't change anything. And that's true. That is 100% true. The player wants to leave. And, then they're just acting like haters at this point. It doesn't really make any sense. But you guys are in the chat, killing it, guys. I want to read all your chat before we do move on to the Rashford, next Rashford thing. It says, a Saudi club will pay 500 million for him. A European club wouldn't sign. Yeah, of course, but he is not going to join them. Haaland rejected Real Madrid. Yeah. Hey, listen, man, I hope one day that he does sign for us. Who knows? In the future. Julian Alvarez is now worth €1 more than 120 million based on the last 2 seasons. Yes, but I said this before, chat, right? I'll be very honest with you. I think when it comes to Julian Alvarez, I'm interested to see how he plays under our system. I want to see how he plays. I want to judge Julian Alvarez in an attacking footballing team like Barcelona first before I make up my mind about him. Because Atletico Madrid style of football, man, is haram. Like, they play the most disgusting haram football, man. Like, it's like, dude, like it's the most irritating football ever. So, yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, smash the likes, man. It says 10k people help out Omar. He deserves it, man. Listen, guys, big up to you guys, man. We're on the road to 10k. Still on the road to 10k. I'm around, like, I think 15 subs away from reaching 10k, guys. So if you're new, guys, and you haven't subscribed yet, guys, subscribe, guys. Try to get me to 10k, guys. Every day I'm doing lives every day, guys. I'm trying to get to that 10k as soon as possible, guys. Like, I'm trying to see if I can get to 10k by the end of this week. If I can get today, man, it'll be crazy. Do a Malaga watch along later, please. Malaga. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't really have a lot of time today, man. Yeah. Perez gets anyone he wants. Well, right now it doesn't look that way. Funny. One says 200 likes is the target. Yo, I've never had 200 likes. I don't remember the last time I had 200 likes in a stream, to be honest with you guys. Rashford is good because of the flick effect. That's what I'm saying. We don't know how Gordon is going to be under the flick effect. Let's wait until he cooks. Let's wait for Gordon to cook in this system, man. We could see a baller, bro. We could see the next big thing. Who knows? I don't think Rashford was amazing. He was good. I agree. But I feel like he got blamed for our lackluster team performance. I don't think he was blamed. I don't know who was blaming Rashford specifically. He didn't really stand out. I think when it comes down, my opinion, when it comes to Rashford, I was judging Rashford based on his individual performances, not the team performance. Yes, I think this fan base has an attachment issue. They latch onto everybody and want to keep anybody and everybody. Talk about it, D-Money. I do think we've seen higher level wise from Rashford than Gordon, to be fair. Yeah, but Gordon is a lot younger than Rashford, though. Let's be honest, right? Gordon, like I think Gordon is like 3 years younger than Rashford, right? So, you know, I feel like Gordon needs to be given a lot more leeway, right? But I feel like now that Gordon has signed for Barcelona, this is where he's gonna have to step up. Yeah, this is where he's gonna have to step up. Release clauses can be negotiated easily if the player wants to leave. Plus, the player puts in conditions too when he initiates the contract. Question is who's going to be Lamin's backup? Neither Rashford nor Ronnie is staying. Ronnie is still at the club. Ronnie is still at the club. Yeah, Ronnie is still at the club, guys. Let's not forget. He's still at the club. And also, here's another important thing, guys. Now that Gordon has signed, we don't necessarily even need a backup for Lamine Yamal, right? Because we have Rafinha who can play both on the left and the right. So if we want to bench Yamal, we can say, okay, Rafinha, you play on the right today. Gordon, you be on the left. We can do that too. Rashford was good on loan to get us through the season, but horrible long term for the team. True. It says, Perez lost the plot. Instead of him focusing on his team, he goes and negotiates unnecessary deals despite Barcelona. Bro, is it working? Like, Barcelona didn't even react, so clearly it didn't work. Listen, man, they can do whatever they want, man. They can do whatever they want. Like, it says, in the City system, Alvarez scores a goal. Wait, in the City system, Alvarez scores a goal every 2 games. He wasn't even a full starter. That's why Atletico Madrid broke the bank to sign him, because he was a good player. Look at him look at him for Argentina in that year they won the World Cup. Look how good he was. Same, I agree. But Flick wants Alvarez, then Alvarez has the benefit of doubt. That's the thing. It says Flick has made the whole team good, not just one player. True. If Gordon scores 6 in the PL in the mid Newcastle team, he'll probably put 15 to 20 in a Flick Barcelona. Exactly, bro. Take your time. But guys, let's actually move on, guys, because I've been reading the chat now for a while. Let's actually talk about this man right here, guys, because we've just been talking about him in the chat. Let's actually talk about him right now. Let's talk about him, chat. Let's get into it. Well, so guys, it's basically all but confirmed, guys. It's all but confirmed that Barca will not be paying the 30 million euro buyout clause for Marcus Rashford, right? However, the club is still looking at other options, such as a loan deal with a price deduction. So, the word now is Barcelona will not be triggered in the buyout clause. But this is the important thing about this article, right? It doesn't say that Barcelona are completely out of the race to sign Rashford. It states that Barcelona are basically not willing to pay the amount that Manchester United want for Rashford. It's 2 different things, right? So clearly, there's still an interest there, but we would rather maybe take him on another loan, where if he does do well in the loan again, then maybe, just maybe, then around that time we will actually sign him on a permanent deal, right? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is genius. I'm telling you guys, that is the definition of genius. That's what I mean. That's how I want this club to move. I said it during the tail end of the season where Rashford was informed. I said, guys, I wouldn't sign Rashford on a permanent deal. I would rather take him on another loan deal. And I'm glad that the club is thinking on the same hymn sheet as me. That's exactly what I want to see. That is exactly what I want to hear. Okay? I'm glad that the club is moving smart with our money. Look, Rashford worked in the Flick system. He did. He did a work. He did do a job. That's great. That's amazing. That is beautiful. But guess what, dude? You were not breaking bank. Okay? I wasn't sitting there saying, yo, without Rashford, this team is not the same. No! You were just another clog in the team. Respectfully, that is all you were in this team. You were just another clog, bro. You were nothing else but another clog in this system. And you did your work. You did your thing. You played your role. Okay? You played the role like Ferran Torres played the role. You did. But that's all you did. So when it comes to Barcelona, for us not to be first to sign him, I'm not really like, I feel nothing about it. I think he had a great loan deal. I think he was okay. And I think Barcelona, obviously there's a part of us that does want to sign him, but we don't want to break the bank for him, which is 100% correct. Like, why would we want to break the bank? Like, I know people go like, oh, 30 million is not breaking the bank. Listen, Barcelona don't have money to burn, okay? We don't have money to burn. Barcelona, from what I'm seeing from this whole situation, Barca clearly have a certain amount we can spend, and we have targets and players that we want to sign that are more important than Rashford. Like I mentioned, we've already spent 80 million on Gordon. If we spend 120 on Alvarez, that's 200 million right there. Two players. If we sign Bernardo Silva, I know we're not paying money for him, but it is a loan. It is a free transfer. We're gonna be paying money for him. We're gonna be paying him his contract. And if we are gonna go out there and sign defenders are not gonna be cheap. Vucevic is gonna go for what, 40 million minimum, maybe, right? Schlotterbeck, I think, has a 55 to 60 million buyout clause. Bastoni is gonna be crazy, which Barcelona basically pulled out of the Bastoni deal, right? Well, we have a lot of like positions that we're trying to fix. We're trying to fix the defense. Jean Cancelo, he's another one. We're trying to spend around 15 to 20 million on him, right? Cucurella has been linked. Grimaldo looks like he's been linked too. There's a lot of players that Barcelona are trying to fix. So, yeah, I see what the club is doing. They're looking at it and thinking, dude, we just splashed 80 million on a winger. We already splashing 80 million. We're trying to spend 120 on the Alvarez. We put another 30 for Rashford. That's 230 million in just the attack alone. Come on, man. Like it doesn't make any sense. I think Barcelona are smart in the way we handle this situation. That's all it is. And basically, this is Mateo Moreno who updated like on the Rashford point. He says Barcelona made it clear that Rashford is not a priority for them. Now their efforts is to focus on signing a top-level striker. The club does not completely rule out the possibility of going back for Rashford under different conditions, but if other circumstances arise, in the market. Now, there you go. And I'm glad that the club thinks this way. I'm glad that this is our mindset. This is the mindset of this club, right? The fact is, yes, we would like to keep Rashford. But I'm sorry. Here's another thing I keep forgetting to mention. Manchester United want this guy out of their team. Manchester United fans are desperate to get rid of Rashford. The club want to get rid of Rashford. So you guys want to get rid of Rashford. The fans don't want him there. The club doesn't want him there. But you guys want us to spend 30 million on him? You want us to spend 30 million on a player that you guys don't even want at your club? I'm glad that the club is like, bro, you're trying to sell us your rubbish for bargain. No, we can take that 30 million and put it somewhere else. I would take that 30 million and put it on trying to get a Victor Munoz. I would rather go get a Victor Munoz than a Rashford. Like, come on, man. Come on. Like this is why you're seeing a lot of these, and you can see it, man. Like, you see a lot of these Manchester United fans, just how pathetic they've been. Like, if it's in my chat, like, not all of them, right? Big up to some of them, right, out there, right? Big up to the real ones. But the ones that I'm talking about, they know who they are. These guys, right? You can see how desperate they are. Oh, go sign. Oh, would you guys sign Rashford already? Sign him. No. We're gonna take him, we're gonna use him, and then we're gonna send him back to you. That's what it is. And if you're lucky, maybe we'll get him on another loan deal. If you're unlucky, then you're gonna have an unsettled player that is finished at your club. And guess what, bro? He's won me a La Liga trophy. He's won more league titles in his career than Manchester United has in his entire career as a footballer. Like, that's the thing. That's what it is. So, Real Madrid I'm sorry. Why do I keep mentioning these Madrid frauds, man? I'm talking about Barcelona are smart. Right? What obviously the target is go get a striker. Go get me an Alvarez. Go get me a Harry Kane. Go get me an Osimhen. Get one of those guys. Those guys are more important. We've just signed Gordon, who's a winger. We don't need another winger. We're not desperate for another winger. I would rather genuinely keep running Bagdaji than have this guy back. I'm sorry. All this, like, this is the funny thing, right? The club clearly, they understand what is happening, right? Rashford, last season, was a season of breakthrough for him. It was his last chance at the big times for him. He needed to basically create or make an impression at Barcelona. He needed it. He needed it more than anybody else. And he was willing to do anything to get it. And that's why he was playing as well as he was. That's why a lot of the people in my chat here who were saying, oh, well, Rashford had to play well. He needed it. He needed to play well because, it was basically his last big chance in the big times. That's 100% facts. That is 100% fact. He needed that. He needed the big move. He needed to make that move. He needed to go. He needed to play well. He needed to play out of his skin. He had to. He had no choice. Because this is his last big chance. If he failed at Barcelona, no big club would have taken him. No big club. No big club would take him after Barcelona. And he knows that. That's why he was playing so well. And even then, he was limited. That's the funny thing. Guys, one moment. Someone is at my door. 1 second, guys. But yeah, when it comes to Rashford, right? Last season was his last big chance in the big leagues, right? He was given an opportunity of a lifetime to join Barcelona. And he knew it. Like, you saw the way he was talking about his move. He knew this was his last big chance. That's why he played okay. That's the funny thing. He didn't even play amazing. He played okay. And this is why I feel like the club is looking at this deal the way they are. Because they're thinking, yes, you had a good loan deal. But you didn't break any backs. Yeah, you won champion. You won a champ. You won us the league in the Clasico. You scored an amazing free kick. You did your thing. You were very impressive. You performed well. But guess what, bro? You only started performing around the tail end of the season when Barcelona already made up their mind about you. Because remember, guys, there was a point that Barcelona were not even considering keeping him. It was after Rafinha and Yamal's injury that Rashford really started to step up. And that was like, what, the last 5 games of the season? That's when he started really showing something. Bro, I don't need you to show me games in 5 games. Show me what you can do in 5 games. You had 38 games in the season to show me something. To show me real things. And yeah, your numbers are impressive. But guess what, dude? Ferran Torres had the same amount of numbers as you did. Ferran Torres went 2 months without scoring goals. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That is why a lot of these Manchester United fans, dude, they were absolutely on their feet when Rashford was cooking, because they thought it was free eats, that they would be able to get rid of him. But Barcelona are stupid, bro. We are not a bargain basement club. We are a club with ambition. We are a Champions League winning club. We are a Champions League competing club. We've won back-to-back league titles. We won more league titles than Manchester United have. Come on, man. Like, what is this? What is this? Like, how dare this club actually think that they can throw their garbage at us and we're going to just take it? Yeah, we took the loan deal. We used him. Guess what? Now you can take him back. We are good on him. Yeah, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. Keep crying, my boss. And yeah. And by the way, there you go, guys. See? Like, this is where I guess it was confirmed, because Rashford actually, remember, he used to have Barcelona in his timeline, but now he doesn't have it. Yeah, there you go, man. Hey, listen, Rashford, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Good work. I hope you have some good luck in your next big move, man. And who knows, man? Maybe we'll have you on a loan deal. Who knows, man? Football is a beautiful thing. Big up to my guys. Says we still need to get 3 to 4 more signings. The transfer window hasn't opened yet. I'm unsure about the 80 million for an unproven player, but I'm a trust the process because Laporta, Deco, and Flick have proven me wrong a few times. That's all it is, man. That's all it is. That's all it is, man. That's literally all it is. He says, here we go for Hamza just came. We signed him for 1.5 million. Guys, imagine guys, we sell Ferran Torres and Hamza Cooks, man. That will be the bargain of the decade, of this decade, if this man cooks. Listen, man, let's see, man. Let us see. He says, yeah, big up to every single one. I see I'm on 50 likes right now, guys. Big up to all the people who've been smashing the like. Guys, get us to 60 likes. 60 likes is the next target, guys. 60 likes. 60 likes, guys. Subscribe, guys. Road to 10k, guys. Get me to 10k, guys. If you guys can get me to 10k by today, guys, I might have a surprise for you guys. Big surprise. Okay, guys? If you guys can get me to 10k. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. I'm trying to get to 10k, guys. I'm trying to get to the big 10k, guys. Please. Come on, y'all. Y'all have always been supporting. Y'all always here, guys, showing me love, man. Appreciate every single one of you guys. As always, man. But please, guys, just get me to 10k subscribers. Listen, you guys can do that, man. You guys can do that. I have over 100 and something people in here, guys, right? Okay? There are a few of you guys who haven't subscribed, guys. And I'm literally like 15 subs. 15! Not 50. 15. 1-5. I'm 15 subscribers away from 10,000 subscribers, guys. So I know if you know someone that is a football fan, guys, or a Barca fan, guys, tell them to subscribe. Get them to subscribe, man. Come on, y'all. It says 120 million bid for Elliot Anderson from Forest. Games gone for 100 million bid for Elliot Anderson from Nottingham Forest. 120 million bid from Nottingham Forest. Elliot Anderson already played for Nottingham Forest. Are you trying to say that Manchester City are trying to sign him for 120 million? That's all it is, man. That's all it is. Yeah, let's see what you guys are saying. Outsell Koundé and get Rate. Bro, we're not talking about Koundé today. I don't want Koundé to be taking over my timeline every single time. Says, Philip would like Schlotterbeck because he's German. And that he plays well in his system. Yeah, Koundé has to leave my club. Our defense sucks. We need a few of them. Says, Osimhen is technically horrible. Damn. Omar, are we getting Alvarez? Yes, we are. We're getting him, inshallah. We're going to get him. We're going to get him, man. Like, listen. Right now, he's focused on the World Cup. We're going to negotiate. I know right now Atletico Madrid are choosing to be stubborn, but eventually they will have to buckle, man. They will buckle. Don't worry, man. We will see. We will see. Don't worry about it, chat. Don't worry about it. Big up to about Pilot, man. It says, Rashford has more La Liga titles than Mbappe. Talk about it. Talk about it. Let's talk about it. Ronnie Baghdadi has won more league titles than Mbappe has in this league. What are we saying? What are we saying? Thank you. It is what it is. Big up to my guy Kevin Vivas, man. Says Barca are not getting Alvarez, bro. We will get Alvarez, man, and we're gonna cook you all, you frauds, every single one of you. After Lewandowski left, striker is a must. Yes, that is true. That is true. It is 100% must. It is a must for us to go and sign a striker. 100%. I'm sorry, man. Ferran Torres in the number 9 next season is giving me nightmares. Okay, bro. Okay, guys. I am dreading it. Like, that is my fear. That is my nightmare. That is my straight up nightmare. If Ferran Torres is my striker next season, guys, nah, man. Nah, bro. I don't even want to put it in the air. I don't even want to think about it, man. We don't even want to think about it. Let's not even think about that. It says, let's see what you're saying. It says, we are not getting Alvarez, but the Atletico Madrid acting like kids, and Madrid made it clear he isn't for sale unless we trigger the 500. No. Oh no. Listen to what they said. I have already read the article. It didn't say that Barcelona had to pay the 150 million. It said Real Madrid. If Real Madrid are interested in trying to sell Alvarez, then they can trigger the 500 million. That's what they said. Didn't you hear what the article said? He said Barcelona, basically they feel insulted that we paid 100 million. They're not pissed off. They're not pissed off that we didn't pay 150. I think that if Barcelona went to 150, they would have accepted it. They would have snapped our hands off. They would. Because at the end of the day, we are just a league rival. Real Madrid is the true ops. Real Madrid is the true hate, is the true enemy to Atletico Madrid. So that 500 million doesn't apply to us. It applies to Real Madrid only. Basically, that is them saying, bro, we would rather sell to Barcelona than you guys. That's basically what they're saying. They're not going to offer more than 150 million. Yo, big up to my guy, Barca culture, man. Did he just give me a gift? Yo, big up to you, man. Yo, big up to my guy every single time. Yo, big up to you every single time. Appreciate you, man. I think it's the first time I've ever had a gift. This is the first time I've ever been given a gift. Yo, big up to my guy, man. Big up to my guy. Big up to my guy, man. W Barca culture, man. W, man. W. Appreciate you so much, guys. Get us to 60 likes, and big up to the goat, man. Big up to the goat, Barca culture, man. Appreciate you for the gift. Big up to you, man. It says. Yeah, man, I was talking, man. I was talking. It says, Rashford did perform in big games. Yamal ghosted in the first Clasico. Rashi was the best attacker in PSG too against Atletico Madrid in the big games, but missed in the UCL. So he scored in the Clasico, the second Clasico where we won the league. In the Champions League, against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League, he did nothing. In the league, I think, did he score in the game against Atletico? I mean, dude, we're saying big game player, man. Nah, man. Listen. I was not, like, I'm sorry. He didn't do enough to warrant that 30 million buyout clause. I'm sorry, he didn't. Now Bayern won Rashford after we still going. Yeah, they can have him. And listen, this Frazier, wait till they sign Rashford. I'm cooking this Frazier. Don't forget the start of the season. His start was actually better. No, he had a good. No, I'm not. That's what I said. I never said that Rashford's loan deal was bad. It wasn't bad, but it was okay. It was good. That's all it was. Man. That's all it was. Let's be honest too. He was also injured. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You guys need to work on your spelling, guys. Please, man. Watch him score against us. You know it's gonna happen. Hey, let's see, man. Let's see. This is United fans calling us broke because they don't want him. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Reverse psychology, man. They just like you know who they are. Like a lot of these Manchester United fans, they just cry baby. Like, you know what it is? You can sense their desperation in calling us broke. That's what it is. You can say, like, they're so desperate, bro. They're like, please, man, please, take him away from us. We will do anything. Just take him away from us. All that is left is for them to beg on their knees. Like, beg on your knees. When you beg on your knees, maybe we might consider buying him. We don't need him. Like, bro, you guys know that we don't need him. Like, you guys know, you've seen our club win without him, and that's why you guys are so angry, bro, because you feel like we've used him to basically make our team better, and now we're going to send him back to you, and he's going to go back to being garbage again. And that hurts you. Yeah, hold that, you frauds. Hold that. At this point, we're returning Rashi like a book from the library, then borrow him back for a second read. Yeah, it is what it is. Always Django says, even before Levy left, striker was a must. Yeah, but now that he's left, now a striker is a definite must. Yo! Big up. That's my guy, man. Big up to Dali. Yo, Dali, yeah. Hold on. Let me actually set it up. I got you, bro. I got you. Give me a moment. Let me actually set it up right now. And make sure you guys go subscribe to my brother Dali, man. Yeah, that's family right there. Big up to Dali FC. And listen, man. Hold on, chat. Hold on, let me actually check this. Dali FC. Listen. Alright, there we go. Alright, Dali, I got you, bro. Brother. Don't worry, I got you, man. Anyways, Imagine Gordon winning the Champions League. He says, Omar, today I witnessed a lot of clashes between friends. They were drunk. I'm a bit overwhelmed. It was ugly. Sorry about that, man. Sorry about that, bro. Sorry, man. Sorry, man. Yeah, imagine that unknown. It would be beautiful. It would be beautiful. It would be the most beautiful thing ever. It would be the most beautiful thing ever. Ah, speaking of Manchester United, we up to Sam Sam. Hey, Sam Sam. Sam Sam. Here's the world's smallest violin, bro. Here's the world's smallest violin. Okay, bro. Here's the world's smallest violin. Listen, appreciate you. Thank you so much for Marcus Rashford. Thanks, I appreciate it. He won me a league. He scored in the Clasico. He got some good goals for me. But guess what? Now you can have him back. Okay, bro? Don't worry. Listen, if there's any good news, he's got his confidence back, right? He scored a few goals at Barcelona. Who knows, right? Things will improve now. Maybe now he might actually perform. He might be back to being back to, Rashford of Ten Hag's first season, man. You never know. You never know, man. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. He says, I agree. His loan deal was good, not great or excellent. I think he knew he had to do better. Rashford's loan deal was certainly better than Joao Felix's. But still could have been better. I'm very honest, man. Like, that is harsh. I feel like I've said it before. I would have liked to have seen Joao Felix under this manager, man. Look at them. Look at them, man. Look at them. Look at these guys. Look at them. Look at how rattled they are, man. They are so rattled. They are so rattled. They're so rattled, man. It's so funny, man. I'm enjoying how rattled they are. Like, dude, watching Manchester United fans today going on meltdowns, man, it's beautiful to see. Beautiful. Absolutely amazing. It's the most beautiful sight, seeing the Madridis, seeing these guys crying, man. Nothing makes me happier. Let's see. Wait a minute. What the hell? It says, people kill me with this Lamine Yamal goes in big games nonsense. Majority of big games in the beginning of the season, he was fighting. Bro. Don't feed into it. Don't feed into it. It's just that Liga's mission. That's why he did so well. Alright, man. Alright, hey, listen, Sam. Keep crying, bro. Sam. Here you go. Here you go, man. Here you go. Yeah, man. Hold that. Look at it. Look at that, you frauds. Hold that. It says, no one's talking about this guy taking 300k per week, not being a main starter, coming off the bench, and these bums are forcing. Dude, that's what I'm saying, man. Don't worry about these frauds, man. Don't worry about these frauds. We're not interested in talking about these frauds. Let's actually talk about what matters. Let's talk about this man right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last thing we're going to talk about today before we do get out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got man like Bernardo Silva, ladies and gentlemen, with that receding ass hairline. Right? Look at him, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about Bernardo Silva. Right? The talk apparently is that the move to Barcelona now is in a complicated moment. The club are not prioritizing a midfielder, and nobody is and has not guaranteed him to have a starting role. Well, let me be very clear, Bernardo Silva. Bernardo, I'm going to be very honest, bro. If you think you're coming to Barcelona to start, then maybe this is not the club for you. Nah, I mean it. I'm very honest. If Bernardo Silva is expecting to start every week for Barcelona, bro, I'm sorry, bro. Put the fries in the bag. I'm sorry, man. Like, dude. Who are you gonna start over, huh? Like, I think he would be a great signing, but that's all he would be. A great signing. That's all he would be. Like he would be like he would add experience. He would add a winning mentality. And that's it. That's all he would do. So, yeah. Listen, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. If that's what you're thinking, man, then maybe this deal is not gonna work. So go out there and look for a club that's actually gonna give you an opportunity. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that, man. I'm sorry, but because you're not gonna get that at Barcelona, right? But when it comes down to this whole situation with Bernardo Silva, I do want Bernardo Silva, don't get it twisted. I think he would be a good backup to Pedri, but that's what it is, a backup. You're not gonna start over Pedri in your dreams, buddy. So yeah, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. And even Gerard Moreno actually had something to say. Basically, this is more on what they say. They're saying Bernardo Silva is now taking time to reflect during the World Cup. His dream is playing for Barcelona is still possible, but the sporting role is not exactly what he expected. The Barca door remains open, while Jorge Mendes is working on other scenarios with Atletico Madrid already moving. So I think when it comes to Bernardo Silva, he wants to join. His dream is to join Barcelona, but he feels like Barcelona the project. I feel like Barcelona kind of talked to him and basically told him, you're gonna play a role player. You're not gonna be a starter. You're gonna be a role player in the squad. And he has kind of taken that and thinking, I can do more than that. And listen, there's nothing wrong with being, wanting more for yourself. But come on, man, like, you are not the same player that you were, bro, even like 3 years ago. Okay, bro? Let's be honest. Bernardo Silva he's finished, bro. He's finished from the player that he used to be. But I think he knows that. So, yeah. Yeah, you need to put the fries in the back. But let's see what Gerard Moreno actually said about this Bernardo Silva thing. He actually had something to say. They asked him on the future of Bernardo Silva. He says, "For Barcelona, the market for Barcelona it was a market opportunity, right? He was part of the season planning. Barcelona's roadmap doesn't change on the Portuguese decision, neither arrival or departure. Basically, we are interested." Basically, from what I'm hearing here is that we are interested, but we are not gonna break our backs to bring him. Smart. And he said more. He says, on July 10th, Bernardo Silva is closer to joining Atletico Madrid than Barcelona. Conversations between Cholo Simeone and the player has been centered on the player's starting role. The Portuguese made it clear feels drawn to Chorito's project. So from what Gerard Moreno here is saying is, he's more likely to join Wait a minute. By the way, chat, I just want to be clear. You guys see this Twitter handle. That's not me. Okay? This is not me. This is a Madrid fan who has my name, guys, but that's not me. So let me just clear that right there. But yeah, from this article, it seems that Atletico Madrid now look like they're more likely to sign him. And I think when it comes down to it, Atletico Madrid signing Bernardo Silva comes to the fact that he's going to be starting for them. I feel like that is why the Atletico Madrid thing is not even crazy. I know I've been saying, he would join Barcelona over Atletico Madrid, but if Atletico Madrid offer him a starting role and Barcelona don't, then I can see him going to Atletico Madrid because I think he wants to go to a club where he's going to actually contribute a lot more. Whereas at Barcelona, he's just going to be a squad player. And I think a part of him, maybe his ego is not allowing him to want to be just a squad player. He wants to be more than that. And hey, listen, man, respect to it, man. Respect to it. I hope that, the player does his thing, and I hope that he cooks, man. I hope that he, does well for himself. At the end of the day, losing Bernardo Silva is not a big deal. Like losing Bernardo Silva is not a big deal. So I am not bothered at all about losing him. Hold on, chat. But yeah, for me, when it comes down to it, man, it is what it is. I'm not really too bothered. I am not too bothered. When was the last time Manchester United won the PL again? Well, okay, so last time they won. Okay, so the last time, let me tell you guys the last time Manchester United won the league. The last time Manchester United won the league, Spain was still world champions. The last time they won the league, Bayern Munich had just won the Champions League. The last time these guys won the league, Neymar Neymar, right, was still playing for Santos in his first season. Now, I know right now he's playing for Santos right now, right? I know he's playing for Santos right now, but I'm talking about young Neymar, right? The last time Manchester United won the league, he was still playing for Santos. That was the season that he joined Barcelona, right? The last time these guys won the league, the last time they won the league, guess what? LeBron James was still playing in the Miami Heat. The last time Manchester United won the league, Paul Walker was still walking on this earth. The last time Manchester United won the league, I was still in high school. The last time Manchester United won the league, ladies and gentlemen, Ronaldinho was still playing football. Should I continue? I trust me. I got time. I can put so many lists. The list is unending. Okay, that's how long that club haven't won the league, man. So yeah, man. Who cares about these guys? Okay. At least you have Alvarez now. Big up Omar. Gotta head out. Gotta go spend time with my girl. Listen, man, big up to you, man. Listen, I'm gonna be getting out of here, man. I'm gonna be getting out of here right now. He's 32. Yeah, he's 32. Yeah, he's 32 right now. Yep. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, wanting to have a starting role in this Barcelona team at 32 years old, man, it's absolutely crazy to me. It's crazy to me for him to think that he can get that, man. Like, listen, man, I get it. You are ambitious. You're looking, for the big step in your career. That's good. But Barcelona, we have ambitions, man. We have ambitions bigger than you. Bernardo Silva can go to Atleti. They will have him. They will have him a more important role. There you go. That is true. 100% true. I remember when Bro destroyed Real Madrid 3 years ago. Now he ain't that guy. Exactly, man. That's the guy who would have started every week for Barcelona. He can go and be Griezmann's replacement. True. Simeone can turn Bernardo Silva into Griezmann's replacement. The last time Manchester United won the league, Messi and Mbappe didn't have a World Cup. The last time Manchester United won the league, Ronaldo hadn't won a trophy for Portugal. Now he's got 2. He's won 2 trophies. Yeah, there we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, listen. We're going to be getting out of here, man. I'm going to be getting out of here. And by the way, another thing, another one. Last time Manchester United won the league, Real Madrid hadn't even done La Decima yet. So, another one. Big up to you guys. Anyways, we're going to be getting out of here, guys. All right. Big up to every single one of you guys who've been here, man. Appreciate every single one of you guys who've been on this show with me, guys. Big up to every single one of you guys. We'll be back for another Blaugrana Buzz. Listen. During the World Cup, guys, Blaugrana Buzz is going to be harder because there's going to be games, and I'm going to be watching a lot of the games, right? I might be doing watch-along. So, what we're going to be doing from now on is, guys, I'm going to start doing the Blaugrana Buzz probably in the mornings, right, guys? And I mean early in the mornings. So, many of you guys will probably still be asleep when I'm doing it, like, because I usually, like, I do videos early hours in the morning sometimes, but sometimes I might do it around maybe 7 a.m., right? Do like a morning transfer news, right? Maybe for like an hour, right? Because the rest of the day, I have a lot of stuff, guys, to do, man, like, job, work and stuff. You feel me, right? So, yeah. Big up to every single one of you guys. Listen, I'm going to redirect you guys to Dali FC, right? Dali hasn't started his stream yet, right? But just go down there and turn on notifications. He's doing the World Cup predictions right now, man. And for my World Cup predictions, guys, honestly, guys, I wish I could do it, man, but I don't have a lot of time, guys, unfortunately. But big up to every single one of you guys who've been here throughout this stream, man. As always, appreciate every single one of you guys. Visca Barca. Peace. Take care.